You are out on a beautiful Saturday, ready to tackle the grass. The mower is humming perfectly, until suddenly the engine violently shakes, spits a cloud of smoke, and drops into a sudden dead silence. There is a persistent myth in the yard care world that you can get away without ever changing the oil in a small engine, at least through the entire warranty period. Some owners figure they can just check the level and occasionally top it off. But that fluid has three very specific jobs to do. It acts as a lubricant for the moving parts, a cooling agent to absorb intense heat, and a cleaner that constantly sweeps away metal shavings and particle debris. This technical document on small engine lubricants highlights the white silhouette of a 4-stroke, or 4T, engine. This specific architecture is the standard setup you will find in almost all modern garden equipment and portable generators. Problems begin when you skip the basic maintenance routine for that 4-stroke engine. Let's say you finish up the fall season, leave the mower sitting in a damp shed over the entire winter, and ignore the old fluid sitting in the tank. When spring rolls around, you pull the cord and it fires right up. But assuming the machine is fine simply because it still starts creates a dangerous false sense of security. Underneath that familiar hum, the internal components are silently degrading. Over time, the chemical structure of that oil is under constant attack. Prolonged use and high operating temperatures wear down the fluid, while sitting stagnant allows it to collect moisture. Add in the trapped combustion gases, and the oil begins to physically break down. This triggers a chemical transformation known as oxidation. Oxygen molecules bind with the degraded oil compounds, permanently altering how the fluid behaves. The result is what you see right here. The once protective amber liquid thickens into a dark, slimy, tar-like substance known as engine sludge. Instead of flowing freely through the system, this sludge acts like a parasite. It clings directly to the internal metal components, coating moving parts in a sticky, corrosive residue. At this stage, the fluid engineered to protect the machinery has completely inverted its purpose. It is now the primary agent of the engine's destruction. This diagram shows sludge physically choking the system. Thick, dark buildup narrows the internal passages layer by layer, completely blocking lubrication to the upper components. This stagnant sludge traps heat inside the block, becoming highly abrasive against the dry moving metal. The first warning sign of this oil starvation is usually auditory. You will hear a distinct clicking or ticking noise originating from the tappets in the upper part of the engine, right where the oil pump is failing to deliver fluid. Quickly after that, the secondary symptoms hit. The mower runs significantly louder, struggles and stalls in thick grass, and smells like burning metal. Visually, you will likely see smoke blowing from the exhaust. This happens because severe friction has worn down the piston rings and sludge has blocked the crankcase passages. By the time you actually notice these physical symptoms, the ticking noise, the burning smell, and the exhaust smoke, the irreversible internal damage is already locked in. We are now at the climax of oil starvation. With absolutely zero lubrication making it through the clogged passages, extreme metal-on-metal friction takes over the entire engine block. In this extreme close-up, you can see the sheer physical destruction taking place. The pistons warp under the intense heat, scraping against the dry cylinder walls, while the crankshaft bends completely out of alignment. This violent friction pars permanent, deep metal scoring into the internal components, stripping away any smooth surfaces required for the engine to rotate. The final moments of operation are fast and brutal. The engine overheats in a matter of minutes, makes one final loud clunk, and permanently locks up. This total mechanical failure is entirely irreversible. What started as a decision to skip a minor maintenance routine results in the complete, unrecoverable loss of the machine. Avoiding this sequence of events comes down to one core preventative habit. You need to pull the dipstick and check the oil level before every single mow. This chart tracks hours of operation for a push mower. The danger threshold sits around 30 hours, requiring a change every 25 to 30 hours. Expanding to riding mowers, this safe limit pushes out further, requiring an oil change every 50 hours. Even if you rarely use your equipment and never hit those hourly thresholds, the oil must be changed at least once a year. Remember, stagnant oil sitting in a shed collects moisture and turns into sludge, whether the engine is running or not. Proactive, regular oil changes are the only guaranteed barrier between a smoothly functioning piece of equipment and catastrophic engine death. Keep that fluid clean, and your machine will easily outlast its warranty.